Next on the to-do list, we have one old heat press over here, which it's not really heating. You can turn it on, everything starts, and when you turn on the temperature over here, it's a Celsius decrease. You can hear the clicks for the thermostat, and all that is functional, but it's not heating. Have it heat for half an hour, you will just get slightly warm plate from beneath. So probably something is wrong either with the heater itself or with the connection to the heater. So we're gonna have to disassemble this casing for the heater, let's say, and see what's wrong with it. As you can see, that is a pretty old heat press, but it's done some mileage, and it really is logical that after, I don't know, 15 or 20 years of work, something goes wrong with it, and we're gonna see what happened. I wouldn't be surprised if the heater or the heating element itself burned out, but remains to be seen, because yeah, these things are pretty how do you say, durable. So yeah, these old presses are they have a longer lifespan than these newer ones. This is basically new press, but something went wrong with her in less than a year. We're gonna have to check that one too, but this one has been working for at least I don't know, 15 years, maybe even 20, because it wasn't new even when we bought it. So I'm guessing that at least 15 years, but probably it's more like 20 years. So we're gonna see what went wrong here, and I might need to turn off the camera for a moment, because I'm thinking there's gonna be some of the mineral wool inside, so we're gonna have to be careful with that, because you don't really wanna inhale that stuff. So yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna be, yeah, okay, so this is not that big of a deal, but yeah, there's a lot of wool over here, and we're gonna be careful, have to be careful with that. So this is a Teflon wrap around the heater itself. So yeah, we got some how do you call these things, spacers, yeah, spacers. Let's see, there are some screws over here on the side to get to the heater itself. But yeah, we're gonna have to unscrew these 4 screws over here, and of course we're gonna have to be still careful with the wool, but I'm thinking we could lift the plate under the wool, so we don't really have to get in contact with the wool too much. Okay, so far this is much simpler than on the new heat press, from what I can see right now, because I was trying to get the heater off the handle over here, and it was pretty complicated, and this went pretty easy. So let's just see if we're gonna be able to lift this plate over here along with the wool. So, oh yeah, so this is easier than I thought. So let's see if we can identify the problems, but I don't really see any cables burned or something like that. So yeah, I'm thinking there's gonna be a problem with the heater itself. All of this seems okay. Yeah, nothing is burned over here, so yeah, probably oh yeah. So you can see this is the input over here, 220, but the output here is this one is still holding, but this one it's kind of melted over here. You can see the wire that melted. So yeah, we're gonna have to somehow put that wire back inside. It's like a spring over here, so we will be able to stretch the spring a bit and put it inside the contact over here. So and after that we're gonna try to see, but probably that's the problem. The wire that is on the input of the heater, this is the heater over here, is burnt or melted and broke off. Okay, so I got this spiral wire or spring or however you want to call it connected back to this port or terminal. Yeah, terminal is a better term to use than port. And I don't know, we should try it now and see if it's gonna be heating. Right, turns on. We're gonna have to, oh yeah, it is heating now, and pretty fast. It's heating pretty fast. All right, so I can't even touch it no more, but yeah, this is it. So this was kind of, I'll say, simple problem, but if you do not fix it, it won't work and you have no use of your heat press. But yeah, we figured it out in like 10 minutes. All right, so we're gonna be putting everything back together the same way we disassemble it. I'm just gonna show you when we put this thing back together, because I think it's kind of tricky to, it's easier to disassemble it than to put it back together. But yeah, one more, I'm gonna make one more shot over here when we put the cover back on. Okay, so we're close to putting this part all together back, which is holding the heater or the heat element. So I was doing a bit of cleaning over here on the inside while the thing is off, because then I can put my hands inside and pull out all the junk that is being accumulated in there, let's say through the years. So I got messed up a little bit over here, but nothing that soap and water can clean off. All right, so this is the wrap from beneath that is directly wrapping the heater. Okay, so all of this is pretty simple. I'd say simpler than I thought it would be, and probably when we're gonna have to fix the new one, that is also, I don't know, I'm thinking maybe even the heater burned out. It's gonna be much more trouble than this one. So sometimes the point is, sometimes it's not bad to have the older equipment by your hand, because you can unscrew a few screws, hit them once or twice, and it's working. So I love this kind of repairs that don't take whole day or couple of days. I like quick fixes like this. Okay, so this is the top cover. It's probably kind of tricky to hit the spacers in the middle, so yeah, I'm thinking that's gonna take some time. So I'm gonna make a cut over here because I think my colleague needs help with that. Okay, so we got those screwed in, and one last piece of a puzzle is this main screw over here for the handle or the carrier. So it would seem that this isn't easy to screw in either. Seems that it has some progress. So it would seem that this is a bigger problem to assemble everything back than the problem with the heater itself. Something is not sitting right over here. What the? It looks like the hole is not really the hole of the casing is not really aligned with the threads over here, so it's kind of pushing the screw left or right, so it needs to be these need to be loosened up to get the hole on the thread. So yeah, funny thing is that the tricky part is over here with reassembly, not really on the repair itself. Okay, so we got that. Still doesn't seem to be catching that well. Alright. Something is still wrong. I'm thinking there's some pieces of metal over here felt into the thread. So maybe, let me just see. Yeah, there are some pieces of metal over here. We're gonna have to clear that out. They're kind of felt into the thread, so we're gonna have to clear that out because we're not gonna be able to screw it in. So it's gonna take some time to do. Okay, so we've managed to put this thing back together. It was a bit tricky because you have another screw over here that besides this one that prevents the heater from spinning around. So it's kind of tricky to align both of the holes, but we've done it, and now we've already started up, and it's still heating because this light is still on. But just to prove it to you that it's working properly, I'm gonna try to melt something, so when the fumes start coming out, so that's gonna be the proof that it's heating. Alright, so I have to be careful not to press it too much. I just wanna float above the transfer. I have to switch the hand because this is kind of hard for me to do with the left hand. All right, so the fumes are coming out, but I'm not sure if you can see them. Oh yeah, you can see it over here. Let me just switch the angle a bit. Yeah, you can see the fumes coming out. So that means that you can see it now, that we've done a good job. Okay, so that would be all for this one. On to our next repair.